Welcome back everyone to my top 10 most obscure anime. My name is Misty /Chronexia, and today I wanted to get two birds with one stone. What does come to your mind when I say obscure anime? Is it in relation with their content being dark, gritty, borderline horror, thriller-like? Or is it simply anime your average Joe just doesn't know about? Well, my answer to you is, why not both? So you can forget about your run-of-the-mill entries like Igarashi, Elfen Lied, Psycho-Pass, cause today I want to pull titles nobody expects. Of course, there's always the more veteran of you who spends days upon decades digging stuff up, but for anybody else, I feel pretty safe that no one knows about these twisted, gritty titles. Enjoy!
みんなでさ、お茶しない？いいお店見つけたの。行こうすみれ。ごめん、また今度。ルチアさんごめんな。
Number 10, Venus vs. Virus. So starting at number 10 is Venus vs. Virus. It's a title that in my life as an anime YouTuber I've never talked about. And I've never seen anyone talk about it either. Why is that? Is it cause it's one of those absolute garbage show? Not really, but if anything, memorable is not one of its quality. First off, anyone who sees the character design will immediately jump on the patch that that's an Miku as a bootleg pirate wannabe. The story follows Sumune, a girl who sees ghosts. No one believes her. Miku, it's not really her, but I'm gonna refer to her as that, saves her life, and they decide to fight against these viruses. Far from being a masterpiece, but definitely good enough to kill everything, including your boredom.
Kuro, シンクロすれば奴らを倒せるのか？わかりません。でも私の戦闘能力は確実に上がります。よし、わかった。やりました。
Number 9, Kurokami. Alright, first I'm gonna warn you about this show. Kurokami is gonna be one of the biggest disappointment for a lot of people. Why? Alright, etymology time. Kuro means black in Japanese. Kami means god. Kurokami then means obviously black god. But nowhere in this godforsaken show there is Morgan Freeman. That's fucking false advertisement and I will not stand for it. Oh wait, thumbnail. Where was I? Oh yeah, Kurokami. So once you're done with the disappointment, you might be able to enjoy the show. The story is about Keita who meets Kuro, a girl whose job is to protect Terra. A lot of fancy words thrown your way, but it's at least worth a try.
写真の女は本当にあの少年の母親なのか？
わからぬ。いずれにせよ。今は優先すべき任務があるからな。それより軍隊じゃねえか。毎晩夜通しこれじゃ身が持たねえぞ。どうしたの？
Number 8, Dream Eater Mary. Dream Eater Mary is a shining example of the downside I have by covering merely anime and not the original work they're from. The manga is incredibly good, but then you have the anime who tries to give justice to a franchise with nearly 100 chapters by making a condensed version of 13 episodes. Despite its plot holes and rush aspect, this anime still have endearing visuals and a premise who will leave you wanting more. If you like to carry your experience onto manga, once you're done with a show, this is one I must recommend to you.
探したぞ少年。さあ、観念してもらおう。
俺やらなきゃならないことがあるのに。違う！こんなのは本当の私じゃない。本当の私は、私の踊りはダメだ。そんなに。
Number 7, Speed Grapher. Yes, I know. Anytime I talk to my friends about Speed Grapher, they are like, "Yeah, the anime from the 60s with a car." And I'm like, "No, that's Speed Racer." Speed Grapher is an eclectic compilation of ideas. The anime happens in a corrupted world where the rich tries to get richer and the poor struggle just to get by. Saiga, a war photographer, decides to infiltrate a secret organization and finds out he has the ability to make anything he takes a picture of go boom boom. So obviously a war between him and the organization takes place, with on his side only a girl with her own skill. It's really dark and underrated.
地下鉄とはな、どうやらとんでもねえ組織。
ちょっときょうちゃん、何してくれんのよ。いい感じだったのに。
何がいい感じだ。いくら映画だからって相手が飛び貝なんてありえ。プールに青春を。
Number 6, Zigapane. First off, Zigapane is an extremely fun word to say. Second off, Zigapane is a mecha. Ah shit, I need to stop leading with this. There's already 80% of you already skipped to the next number now. But hey, for the remaining of you, it's very different than your typical Gundam show. Zika is an anime from 2006, it's just about 26 episodes, and it's a story about Kyo, a swimmer who tries to keep his school club from closing. One thing leading to another, he gets into a fucking robot and fight aliens. Yeah, come on, you're looking at this like you've never seen an anime before. That happens all the time. Jokes aside, it balanced intrigue, action, romance, and sci-fi really well, and despite me having 0 to none attraction to mechas, I still found this title enjoyable.
ゼーガペインアルティール起動
こいつ空飛べんのか。
嬉しい
ケンさん香水はつけとると
多分シャンプーで9月から
Number 5. Ghost Hound. Ghost Hound is a very interesting title. While not entirely being a horror anime, it still managed to install that spooky ambience feel with its supernatural mystery and psychological approach. Ghost Hound's story is about 3 boys with some troubled past who lives in a small town. This town is the connection between 2 worlds, and guess what? Yep, only these 3 boys can cross between the 2 places. People can say what they want, but personally I find a title like Ghost Hound 1,000 times more scary than another show would settle for simply pure gore. Give it a chance if you want some chills.
君そうばって
へえつうか太郎って名前マジなんだちょっと聞いてみたかっただけなんだってさあ行こう
まさかここに残ろうと思ってるんじゃないだろうな。
そう思ったらどうだと言うんだ
Number 4, Fantastic Children. Fantastic Children is one of those forgotten titles I can only assume people drop because the beginning starts off really odd. But if you're patient and you manage to sit through this, you'll end up with an amazing story. Half of the show focuses on a group of white-haired children who don't age for centuries. The other portion follows Toma and 2 of his friends as they try to solve this half-millennium mystery fantasy. Had a touch of adventure, really interesting characters both on the good and bad side, and I feel like if there's anything someone should pick from this top 10 list, it's this anime. Give it a shot.
圧巻に追われてんだろおいら正義の味方さバカじゃないのか
向こうへ回れ。
無理すんなこっちだ
Number 3, TEXHNOLYZE. TEXHNOLYZE is a super dark anime that I think a lot of you are gonna enjoy. In the city of Lux, there's 3 factions: Organo, Rakan, and Hufflepuff, the Salvation Unit. TEXHNOLYZE are prosthetics. Now, meet Ichize, an orphan who grew up being a fighter, until someone gets pissed at him. Ichize loses an arm and a leg, and a scientist finds him on the brink of death. He decides to have him go Full Metal Alchemist, and bam, prosthetic power. Ichize then meets a girl who can see the future, well, some of the possible futures, and together they try to save the city. This anime is something I hardly see people talk about, so why not put it here?
見ない方がいいぞ。
何なのやだ何してんの最低
あんたは何やってんの
Number 2, Bokurano. I hate when I have to talk about an awesome title to praise it, and then I have to avoid all its best quality because it's an awesome spoiler to experience on your own. So I'll try to go around this title walking on eggshells. This is a drama mecha psychological sci-fi, but it's probably one of the best mecha anime out there. The story is about 15 kids who meets a man in a cave. Sounds like a pedophile, but no. The guy presents them with a game. Still sounds like a pedo. And he asks them to sign a contract. Well, shit. Alright, maybe he is. That's all I can tell you. But I assure you, things take a really dark spin. I love this title, and I hope you will too.
まさかここは
ロボットの中
いい
そうそう。昨べから市内全域に敷かれた警備局の検問。なんだと思う？こっちが管轄の感染オートレーブの情報まで。
And finally, number 1, ERGO PROXY. This one is here for several reasons, one of which is out of spite. I went to a convention and I asked people if they knew ERGO PROXY, and barely no one did. Reason number 2, it's a great obscure anime. I mean, both visually and to its core. The story follows humanity after it suffered a global catastrophe. Now the world had to build human-like robots to help fix this, but some of them get infected and go sentient. It's now up to a girl to go and investigate those cases. She meets with a small group of people and she has to deal with some existential questions. If you like an anime that you can think about, this is one for you. I just hope you can enjoy this deep darkness stuff to its fullest extent, but it's definitely not for everyone.
でも現場保管とは言われたけど見るなとは言われてない。
そうだけど。
さあ、いけすかないのが来る前に。
So tell me, out of all of these titles, how many have you seen? If somehow you're a powerhouse who can't get enough of these dark tales, why not help more avid, greedy fans by tossing some more titles for them to check out? If not, well, you know the drill. Boom! Last top 10 list I made is right over here. Over there, bam, you got a playlist to check out the stuff you want. As usual, I want to plug some awesome self-promo with my anime I'm currently producing, Chronexia and the 8 Seals. It's coming along nicely, and I think you guys are gonna love the final result. In the meantime, if you want to swing by our Patreon and give us some liquid love, you can get a lot of cool insider info about the show and exchange. Anyway, it was fun hanging out with you. Next time, drinks on me, and I'll see you around next episode, Space Cowboy.